Hello, honey roses. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I am Mystic Alchemy for those who do not know me. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. And please like, share, and subscribe to this video as well as the others. Well, if you just subscribe to one, you subscribe to more, right? Okay, let me see. Let's see. What's the energy surrounding you today? Okay, so that's what Spirit wants me to look into for you. What is the energy surrounding you today? Okay, let's see. If you would like to book a coaching call or a reading with me or purchase any of my books, you can visit the website that's going to be linked to this video. You'll actually see the little icon pop up at the bottom left corner of this video to browse my website. Okay, www.MNHONEYROSE.org. Okay, Spirit, what do you want them to know? Okay, so you really on one. Okay, thinking about what's going on with you, and that's a good thing, because that means that you're not focused on anybody else's energy. Always remember, no matter what somebody else says regarding what you do, you always make decisions for yourself based on what's right for you. Sometimes people may have an opinion that doesn't apply to you just because that's not what you subscribe to. However, try your best to make the best decisions for yourself, whatever that may be, because we all have our own will. All right? Let's see what else. I just feel like you are really in your own power right now. Many of you are choosing to be in your own power and not really adhere to what anyone else says, not unless you subscribe to it, not unless you feel like there is something within someone else's words or message that can assist you in some way. Otherwise, it's not for you. Don't be moved so much by what other people say, because that means that that person has some control over you somewhat. Now, if it's like you're moved in a good way, then that's a good thing. That means that someone had a good influence on you. However, if someone says something and it makes you feel bad about yourself, sometimes there may be something within you that you can improve, and maybe not. That's for you to decide and discern. Okay, so don't be so quick to feel some type of way about what somebody else says. We must remember that it's either someone has good intentions or bad intentions. If you could see someone's intentions and know that they're not, if they're saying something to you and you feel in your heart that they're not coming from a place of, I just heard in this side of my left ear. Okay, I don't know, Spirit had they wanted to put some 2 cents on it. Okay, wait a minute, that just made me lose my track of speech. Okay, so if you could feel someone's energy and you know that they're coming from a good place, it's always good to evaluate what they say, because maybe they're saying something that can improve you and make you a better version of you. However, again, if you don't connect to whatever is said, you don't have to allow it to enforce any or inflict any pain on you. We have to learn how to protect ourselves from what doesn't work for us. Just because a certain way may work for one person, it might not work for everyone. Okay? It's just that it's just smart to do things that benefit you as opposed to harm you in the long run. Okay? That's a message for somebody out there. It's really about that intention. When somebody says something to you, do they have good intention or bad intention? Like, are they trying to affect you and make you feel some type of way on purpose, and not in a good way but in a bad way? If that's the vibe you get, where someone is trying to enforce insecurities, then that's not cool. Okay, What else? I'm seeing a few different storylines here. Wait a minute. It's like preparation. Okay, it could be, this could be good or bad. Someone sees you like in your prime right now, like doing an amazing job within self, on your own. Like somebody feels like you're doing the right thing. Like they just like what you're doing, is what I'm picking up here. So they're preparing to come towards you. They want to contract you, but they don't know what you're going to say. They're not sure if you're gonna, like, I'm not sure if this Nine of Pentacles is going to agree with this Three of Wands, like what is being prepared. I'm just hearing like read the fine print, read the contract. If someone presents you with a contract or some type of opportunity, make sure that you pay attention to the details and ask as many questions as you can. And if you need time to think, tell them, thank you for this opportunity. Can I just have, I just need some time to go over it to make a decision. I was hearing well thought out decision at the same time. That's why I paused. You don't want to rush, in these times, because you never know what you're subscribing to, signing up to. You want to be careful. But I'm talking about contracts specifically, okay? Be weary of contracts right now because the Seven of Swords is here. Be weary of contracts. Make sure you're making the right decision for yourself so you're not overworked and so that you don't feel like bound to the terms of the contract and whatever is in them, because maybe they don't align with your actual destiny, is what I'm getting. Okay, because someone could see something in you that you may not see in yourself. Not to say that that's a bad thing. However, it might not be completely in alignment with what God has for you. And maybe it is. Maybe it's just that the contract, the terms need to be changed a little bit to accommodate both parties. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Because you don't want this contract to steer you clear from what's truly meant to be. There's one thing to get a reward from whoever is contracting you, but it's a different type of a reward when you're rewarded by God. Okay. I heard the rewards of Allah are worth more than gold. Okay. That means a lot. It's like there's some individuals that will put you under contract and their intentions, you got to think about a business person. A business person is thinking about their benefit, their profit. It's very seldom where a business person actually does think about people and the well-being of others. That doesn't happen often because a business person, many times they're very cutthroat, very direct, which you have to be, but at the same time, the intentions are not always pure, just because that is not the objective in the business world most times in life. Okay. Is it straight? No. Okay. So yeah, it's like the reward that you get from being under contract with man is not as legacy bound as with God. Now, if you can intertwine the both and have a contract with man that is in alignment with God, then that's when you're in the money. I just heard that song in my head. I mean, like, that's a true blessing. That's true wealth when you build a legacy and an empire with it, when it stays. Because some people can, you know, be considered like rich, and it's just that wealthy turns into old money over time. I just feel like rich is temporary. It could be very temporary. You can end up blowing all that money if you don't do it right, or if there's like, if you're not aligned properly. And I feel like that's what this top portion represents with the devil and the Ace of Pentacles. Like if you're not guided by God, and you allow God to speak for you and think for you, like the highest version of yourself, then you'll make a better decision, because dollar signs can skew your perception of things. Okay. I'm sure there's plenty of people that just said yes to a contract that took them away from themselves, and that's very sad. But I know it happens all the time, especially in the industry. You know, people sign contracts and then they lose the most beautiful aspect of themselves to accommodate the contract, because they can't breach it, or it's going to be some problems. Okay? Yes, it's a lot here about caution, being cautious about who you get into business with, who you get into relationships with. This could be relationships, this could be business, this could be allowing people back into your life. See, these just came out in reverse. Okay. And then I have the Temperance in reverse and Judgment in reverse. It's like Spirit is giving a warning. This is a warning message right here, right now. Okay? The warning message. Ooh. The warning message is, be careful of who you get into contract with, get under contract with, get into some type of relationship with, no matter if it's business or personal, because you may end up with someone who is just this dark cloud that some people have that's around them, and it's inside of them. You don't really see it on the outside so much because they hide it well. However, it's like these individuals will make you lose yourself, lose confidence in yourself, you know, separate yourself from your star qualities. Okay? You'll feel disappointed from making the decision to work with this person. Again, no matter if it's romantic, platonic, business, personal. Be mindful, because certain people will overwork your energy when it's really not, it's meant to be, how can I say? Your energy is meant to be optimized, not overworked. Okay? It's meant to be optimized, and I'm hearing monetized, but not overworked. Because there's certain agreements that you, even if they're verbal agreements, you know, that's a contract too. You know how people really are like, are you going to keep your word? That's a verbal contract. Are you going to keep your word? And when somebody breaks a promise or strays away from their word, they're going to lose credibility. So this is what I'm getting here. You don't want to end up getting stuck in a situation where you don't really want to be in it, because it's not best for you. So this is a cautionary message letting you know that anytime it comes to connecting with individuals, and the connection has to do with your energy and money, that's when you definitely want to be careful, because those are areas that could consist of much, like, great effort. Okay? Because when it comes to money, people tend to go real hard. And you don't, even with energy, some people go hard when it comes to others' energy as well. You just don't want to be on the side of the agreement to where you end up disconnecting from what makes you who you truly are. loan. I'm in need of of financial assistance. Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting. It's like somebody needs your energy or needs you to sign a contract because they're going through something financially. And they might not tell you the whole of the story. They might tell you part of the story and have you thinking something that is not complete, like completely the truth. But then it's funny because it's not completely a lie either, just because they're not telling the whole story. Okay. I think we should take a trip. Someone could also think you need financial assistance and they would like to help you. They feel like, oh, okay. Someone could feel like they want to give to you as well. That's why they want to put you under contract if I look at it from that perspective. So this is a practice of discernment that Spirit is talking about. Practice discernment because it could either go in your favor or not in your favor. Secret. There is something huge I'm denying to share with you. I just said that. That's so crazy. I just was talking about how, you know, they'll give you part of the story, but not all of it. There's something there with that. Reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. Okay, so this can be someone, or for some of you, someone could want to come back from the past. Somebody's desperate to be in your energy. I'm in a bind and I don't have anyone else to reach out to. Okay, I'm seeing, okay, so this could be many different scenarios for many of you. It could be multiple scenarios for many of you as well. This could be an ex coming back trying to reconnect with you, wanting to marry you, or wanting you to be their man or their woman, okay? Promising you to do better than they did before. Now they want to travel with you, you know. They want to give to you, okay? There could also be someone who is in business and they actually, the secret is that they want you. So, and I mean in multiple ways. They want to work with you on a personal level. I mean I was going to say business level, but personal. Okay, so it's really about the personal level for this business person. There's a business person, someone who this is someone who has power and dominance, and they do work hard. They also travel a lot, and they're very dedicated to their work with their double card. Sometimes they get stressed out though. Sometimes they get stressed out and they feel like they're not enjoying themselves enough. Maybe this person wants you to travel with them and they want to like take care of you because there's something emotional that they receive from you, and they feel like they need you. They feel like they need you. Desperate. I'm in a bind and I don't have anyone else to reach out to. Okay, so this bind, it may not even be financial. It could be emotionally. Now, because I'm seeing different storylines here. Yeah, so there's someone who is, for many of you, this person is wealthy. They have a lot to give and they want to give to you because they feel like you fulfill them on an emotional level. And I don't know if you know this person. For some of you, you know this person. You just haven't really spoken to them lately like that. And they want to reconnect with you. This could have been like someone new in your life that you really didn't get too deep with. However, they noticed you and they appreciated what they saw in you. So now it's like they want to connect with you. They want to bind you to them. Not in a bad way, but in a way to where they could say that you belong to them, but not in a creepy way, not in a controlling way, but more so in a way of, it's like protection. And yeah, I just want to say protection. Protection and acknowledgement. This person feels like they could provide something to you as well as you to them. They feel like you're like a good person. They want to be around you because you have this energy to you, to where they feel like the mishaps or like the things within them that are bothering them, they feel like they could talk to you about them, because they know that they can't talk to everybody about them because it just wouldn't work. That's how they feel. However, when they think about you, they know that they will get to a place with you. I heard they don't want you to think that they want to buy you, but they do want to spoil you. Because it's almost like this saying loan here, because I'm feeling this emotional energy, and that's more relationship, like a very close relationship. Not just any relationship. This is a very close bond. Okay? It could be past life too. I'm just feeling that right now. Okay? And they could be making it seem like they could want to approach you to where they don't want to scare you away. They don't want you to think you're trying to love bomb them. I feel like their love language is to give and spoil. But they want to make sure that you know that it's not like a game. Like, they're not trying to play with your energy, play with your emotions. They're not trying to make you feel some type of way. Okay? This is what they really want you to know for sure. So they might break that down to you to let you know that they're coming from a place of authenticity and not like coming from a place of I heard a lack of integrity. They want you to know that they want you to know their secrets. I was like, secrets about themselves as well as their secret about you. I heard they want to whisper something in your ear. They want to tell you something that they don't want anybody to know but you. Okay? Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with this message. Let's see. What is the overall energy of this message to end this off? Honey roses. What is the overall energy? Completeness. A union and power and completeness. So yeah, like once you connect with this person, both of your powers will increase. Okay? Your power will increase. And there's something about you both have your own puzzle. However, each of you are the missing piece to the puzzles. So your puzzles could be basically complete. However, whatever is the puzzle piece that's not connected would be you to their puzzle, and then it would be them to your puzzle. Okay, like you would be able to get it done on your own. However, it would be easier and more powerful together. Because you must know that you must find your wholeness within yourself, your completeness without anyone else. It's just that it's like in this message, the completeness is complementing. Like you complement each other in such a beautiful way that it's like a perfect fit. And the both of you are not the only ones that are going to be able to see this. Those that know the both of you will also see how it's just like a perfect connection. Okay. So yeah, they don't want to love bomb you. They just want to spoil you. Okay. That's what it really is. That's what I'm seeing here. And that's like the secret of who they truly are. Like something about nobody really knows that they're like that. They really like to be this like big teddy bear person that just gives you kisses all day and hugs you all day and gives you everything you want. However, they just want a little, not even a little, they just want respect and love back. Like they just want to be appreciated. It's like this person don't even look for that much back. But if they do get something back from you, it's going to make them want to spoil you even more. Because that's how loving this person is. It's just that many people don't see this side of them because they don't need to. It's not for them. It's for a special person. And that special person is you, darling. It's you, honey. It's you. All right? Okay, my loves. Everything you do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you are magic. And I'll see you in the next message.